Minister, how many people exited Canada last year?
So thank you, Madam Chair. Again, we are here today to talk about Bill C-3. It's a bill that many Canadians and many families have been waiting for many, many years.
The reason why I ask this is just to pick up on the last stream. How are you going to prove a claim that's made under this chain migration bill if it's prior to 2019 if you can't track entry and exit data? Like, don't you think that there's a pretty big potential for fraud there?
So thank you, Madam Chair. Again, the current legislation that that was struck down was found to be not acceptable. There's a lot of consequences to Canadian families that are living.
So I get your word salad, but so let's say somebody makes a claim before that their 5 years happened before 2019, and you're not tracking exit and entry data. Like, could anybody just be like, yeah, like you said, I went to the cottage, please give me citizenship, like a Costco card. Or can you tell me how fraud wouldn't happen here?
So thank you, Madam Chair. Again, like-minded countries, the M5s, all have policies that limit the passing of automatic citizenship by descent.
Canada.
We believe we've struck a balance here by putting a substantial connection to the country.
What's the balance? Like, if somebody's coming in prior to 2019 and you can't prove if they entered or exited, then like literally anybody could just be like, yeah, I'm Canadian, give me citizenship. This is not sus at all. Like, do you understand what you're saying here? You've introduced a chain migration bill, and you can't prove if somebody came or entered the country. Like, do you realize how ridiculous that is?
So, Madam Chair, again, I think the question is a bit ridiculous, to be quite frank.
Thank you. I will be clipping that.
Point of order.
People need to demonstrate that they have a substantial connection.
Yes, Ms.
I think
Zaid.
opportunity should be provided to the witnesses to answer the questions. And I think this is not the decorum we should have in this committee. There needs to be a question, and then there needs to be an answer.
Thank you, Ms. Zaid. Thank you. We'll allow the witness to answer the question. We will restart the time. Ms.
Actually, just point of order on that with the time stopped. I would love an answer. It would be awesome. I actually agree with my colleague. I'm not getting an answer from the minister. Thank you for this point of order and raising it. I'm asking, Madam Chair, how she's going to prevent fraud on this. And you started my time. I'm making a point of order, right? So
yes, you're asking a question.
I didn't get an answer.
So I'm going to restart your clock, and then we will have the minister respond.
Thank you.
Minister Diab.
So can I just restate the question, because my colleagues were trying to silence me? So
yes.
for people who are listening, the Liberals have tabled a chain migration bill, okay? And in order to fulfill the requirements of this chain migration bill, which will give them Canadian citizenship, they have to say that they were in Canada for 3 years. But prior to 2019, or we don't even know today, the Liberals can't prove if they were in Canada. So, Minister, how are you going to prove rampant fraud and the abuse of Canadian citizenship?
So thank you for that. We already do this for all naturalized Canadians. Applicants will be asked to submit evidence of their Canadian parents' physical presence. I mean, this is something that's been done in this country and in all countries with proof of the on the citizenship application.
Okay,
so it would include things like pay
I'll stop the clock, but hold on. I'll stop the clock, Minister. Ms. Rempel-Garner, please allow the witness to finish.
I don't have to, Chair. On a point of order, I do not have to let the Liberals word salad my answers when I'm asking about the value of Canadian citizenship. Sorry, you can't do that.
Here is the problem, Ms. Rempel-Garner. There is crosstalk, and it is very hard for interpreters to interpret, and it's very difficult for them to do their jobs. Kindly allow, if we could have one person at a time. Ms. Minister.
No, it's me. I get to ask the question again since you interrupted me again.
And then I will allow the witness to answer the question. Thank you.
Point of order. So if the witnesses answer direct questions, then we wouldn't get into these kind of situations. But if we're allowed the witnesses to continue off...
This is debate. This is not a point of order. Okay. Ms. Michelle Rempel-Garner, please go ahead.
Thank you. So, Chair, since we're not going to get an answer on, obviously the Liberals have written a chain migration bill that's going to allow for rampant fraud. The minister doesn't include a requirement for taking a citizenship test in this chain migration bill. She said that this bill is the right thing to do. Is it right to grant Canadian citizenship to somebody without taking a citizenship test?
So, Madam Chair, as I was saying, officers will assess the totality of the information that's presented when an application in front of them and determine whether or not they're satisfied and whether or not the individual should be given.
But there's no citizenship test. So are you saying it's the right thing to do to give Canadian citizenship to somebody who can't speak one of Canada's official languages and doesn't have to take a citizenship test with no security screening? Is that what you are telling this committee that we are supposed to vote for with this chain migration bill?
Madam Chair, this bill was drafted to have reasonable limits that would surpass the constitutional rights of people. It strikes a balance by protecting the value of Canadian citizenship.
Wouldn't
gives
you
fairness to
argue-
Canadian families.
Wouldn't you argue that
Ms.
not?
Rempel-Garner, please allow the witness to answer the question.
She is word salading.
Please let her finish the question.
Okay, Minister, yes or no? Do you think it's right to give Canadian citizenship to somebody without them having to take a citizenship test?
This bill is here to protect Canadian values, and I believe we've struck a balance. If you have any amendments, the committee's happy to look
So you'd
at
support
those.
an amendment to make somebody take a citizenship test?
I said if there's amendments,
I'm
that's
asking you
why
now.
the committee
That's a yes?
is here. So what I'm saying is this
That's a
bill
no.
protects the value of citizenship, and it is something
It's a
that
yes,
is
no?
very important
Ms.
to all
Rempel-Garner,
Canadians.
please allow her to answer.
Would you accept an amendment to make people take a citizenship
15
test via this
seconds.
bill? Yes or no?
It's not up to me to accept or reject. This is the committee's findings. I was on a committee
Why
in the
didn't you
last
draft it with a citizenship
Parliament.
test?
So again, we've done jurisdictional scan, and officials are here to talk. Happy to give you what
That's 5
many
minutes.
other countries around
That's
the
5
globe
minutes.
have
Thank you,
in
Minister.
reference to this.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you, Ms. Rempel-Garner.